Autobots, roll out!
Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new Optimus Prime figure. This is the Transformers Robots in Disguise Battle Pack, Decepticon Hunter Optimus Prime versus Minicon Decepticon Bludgeon. And I'm super excited. I just found these guys on my way home today. I could not wait to get home and get them in front of the camera and show them off to you guys. Now, this is really neat because I had no idea that this was coming out. I didn't know anything about this going into it. I've been working a lot of overtime, been super busy, so I haven't been looking at the websites a whole lot lately. So yeah, this was a surprise for me when I saw this in the store. I could not believe it. So it was super cool. So let's take a look at the packaging here real quick. Bludgeon is obviously a Minicon. Looks like he's going to transform into like a little ball or something. Maybe going along with the deployers line that's been coming out, like that drift and fracture. I've got the drift one, and I don't think that this is going to work with drift because those Minicons were like more discs, and this looks like it's going to be a ball, so it's probably not going to fit in that deployer, but it looks like it's going to be in that Minicon and deployer style, so maybe there's going to be another deployer coming out that will work with these ball styles. And then you see there's a bunch of Energon Parts up in here. You got Optimus Prime already in his robot form, and he looks kind of like what the Scout size figures used to be. Not quite. He's bigger than the Legion or the Legends. As you can see, here's the Legion one that I reviewed a while back, and it looks like he's going to be feet there. So it looks like it's about almost a third bigger. So we'll see. We'll look at him closer once he's out of the package. But yeah, it's a nice size, big chunky figure there. And I like the way that robot mode looks. Up here, we've got some art of Optimus Prime. And you can see that all these weapons and Energon pieces here are going to clip on to become armor of some sort. So we'll be checking that out. There's some more artwork of both Bludgeon and Optimus Prime. And going around the back, it shows you Optimus Prime in vehicle mode and in robot mode with everything clipped onto him, Bludgeon in both his modes. So let's get this guy opened up and check him out. And here we have Optimus in his truck mode and Bludgeon in his, I guess, ball mode. I'm not sure. I'm going to take a look at this guy real quick. We're going to look at him first because honestly, he's just a little ball. He does absolutely nothing. He's completely useless. But that being said, I really like this. This is really funny to me. The whole black ball with the spikes just kind of reminds me of one of those submarine underwater mines you would lay, that they would put on chains. So that kind of reminds me of that. So that's pretty cool because that's kind of dangerous. So I like it a lot. And then check out the little face that they put on the side there. That's just hilarious. I just really like this. Yes, I know it's a little ball. It does absolutely nothing. Possibly with some of the deployer figures that come out later, he might launch and you can use him to knock some figures over. But as of right now, he doesn't do anything, and yet I love him. It's really cool. Here in his whatever this is mode, he's got a circumference of about 4.5 inches around. So just give you an idea of how big that is. I like it. I know it doesn't do anything. It's stupid, but I love him. This is hilarious to me. And so we'll set him off to the back here. And then we'll take a look at Optimus here in his truck mode. Here in truck mode, Optimus is approximately 4.5 inches long. He's about 1.5 inches tall. And we're going to run into some problems here in truck mode with Optimus. I am very sad to report. So as you can see, there is a lot of truck missing on the side here. You can see the robot hips. You can see the side of his waist right here in his chest. And there's just big open gaps all over the place. There's a lot of truck missing. Just for comparison, here he is with the Legion class. As you can see what they look like side by side. He's quite a big, he's quite a good size, bigger than the old Legion size was, which is nice. But as you can see, the Legion size did a better job of hiding the robot and making it kind of trying to simulate a truck there. Maybe the hips, if they were painted in silver, might help to look like gas tanks, like they do here. But then you'd still have this big old gap here on the front. So yeah, I'm sad to report we have some problems here in the truck mode. He rolls okay. It's the old mushroom peg wheels on plastic, so they don't roll as nice as the old pin ones that we used to get, but he does roll okay. There's no binding or anything like that. And then when we go into the paint department, we're going to have some problems there as well. As you can see, there's very little paint on this. There's no paint on the grill, no paint on the headlights, no paint on the signals here. The louvers on the hood, they're not painted. The side windows are not painted. The mirror's not painted. Nothing. There's really just not a whole lot of paint work done here to help break this up. And again, with the wheels are not painted. So yeah, we basically just got red, blue, and black, and then just a touch of silver here on the smokestacks. That's about it. So not a lot of paint, unfortunately. I don't know if this really needs mentioning. The back lights are not painted either. But that's pretty common with Transformers anymore, and I'm just kind of straightening them out there. There we go, that's straight. It's just so common that I don't even mention that anymore hardly, because they never paint the back lights on Transformers anymore. But here in the front, he definitely could have used a little paint. Now, that's not to say I can go in here with a Sharpie and just kind of do my own thing and make them look a lot better. So that's an easy fix. I'm not terribly upset about that. But yeah, I'm sad to report that side of the truck there, you lose a little bit of stuff there. So there you go. There's that. And then, if you remember, we'll set all the stuff back here. And then he came with all these little Energon parts. And these are kind of cool. I'm kind of digging these. They're also kind of dumb, but dumb in a good way. Dumb in a very fun way. I'm kind of enjoying them. So, you get all these 6 pieces here. You actually get 7. This is the chest piece here with the head. And these came separate, and the instructions actually tell you to clip that on there. So, it does kind of count as one piece, but they do come separate. So, there you go. And you've got this axe right here. So, now, there isn't really any storage or anything like that for him in truck mode. This is just kind of there. But I'm gonna go ahead, and it has three modes really for 2 modes for robot mode. You've got the axe and the armor for robot mode, like you saw in the package, and then this all combines into some other weapon that's like supposed to be some kind of a grabber or something for the Minicon. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that now while he's still in his little ball mode. Because it's kind of dumb. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I did kind of find another thing to do with it. So we're going to start with these pieces down here, and there's a little peg right here and right there. We're going to go to these holes here and here, and we're just going to kind of peg those guys in there. Just like that. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Just like that. And then if you look at there's another hole right here on the top and a little slot right there. If you look at these guys, you're going to have a little peg right there and another tab right there. So that's going to go into those. So peg those guys in there, just like that. And this one doesn't hold very well onto the X itself, but it does have a backup. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. So let's just get those plugged in just like that. And then you've got these 2 holes on the back here. You're going to take this chest piece right here. And the little chest piece has these 2 pegs there and there. So we're just going to peg those in there. And this is a little backup I was telling you about, because it does hold those guys together. And see that clips in there, and that secures it. And you just kind of push the head back in there, out of the way. And there you go. This is like some kind of a Minicon grabber of some sort. This is supposed to, in the instructions, it shows this coming down on the Minicon and grabbing it. Just like that. And as you can see, it doesn't really do it. I think this is one of those times when you have to use your imagination, and my Minicon grabber broke. So the Minicon wins. Round 1. This is dumb. It's dumb, but you know, it's one of those. I keep saying that it's dumb, and don't get me wrong when I say that. I mean that in the best way possible, because this is just one of those things that you can just pick up and play with and have just little dumb fun with it. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. It makes sense to me in my head. But it's fun. I am having fun playing with this. You can see that what they were trying to do a lot with this. I don't know if they accomplished it all, but it's fun. So, but as you can see here, the Minicon thing, it's not really working. It doesn't really grab it or anything like that. That's what the instructions tell you to do with him. Now, it does show him in robot mode. I did try it with him, transform the robot mode, and the results were pretty much the same as what you're seeing now. So there's that. However, that being said, take a look at this thing, this little grabber axe thing like that, and now take a look at it like this. And tell me that doesn't look like an awesome cannon for Optimus to stand behind and shoot at Decepticons. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. That's yeah. I like this as a cannon, so I think that's what I'm going to be using this as. So we'll set that off to the side. We'll get into transformations. We'll do Bludgeon first real quick so we can show the little grabber thing one more time. So Bludgeon is real easy. He's a shell former. He's just going to open up. You grab him in the back here and just kind of split him open. He does have a little bit of an automorph. When you pull out the sides, the legs are going to come down automatically and the head is going to come up automatically, just like that. And then you bring his little hands down, just like this. And there is Decepticon Bludgeon in his robot mode. Here in robot mode, Bludgeon is approximately 2 inches tall. And yeah, let me see. I want to get in here and show off his face because I really like his face a lot. He's got this Black Knight theme going on here. You know, you cut off his arms and he still wants to keep fighting. It's just a flesh wound. So I hope some of you get that joke. But yeah, it's a very cool little design. I like the design, the whole armor with the spikes and the knight head on there. You can see some armor on his legs. I really dig this design. And I know it's not for everybody. It's kind of dumb. It doesn't do anything. And literally, it doesn't do anything. It has absolutely no articulation. He just stands there. That is it. And then you can knock him over. And this is what the instructions show right here. It shows him on his back with this coming down on him. And again, as you can see, it doesn't really grab it. It doesn't do anything. But there you go. There's that. But you know what you can do is you can turn this into a cannon and point it at him and blow his face off. So there you go. I like it. I know. I love everything. I really do. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't be showing it off on camera. You know, I show the stuff off on camera that I love. I review my primes because I love all my primes no matter what. So, getting into transformation for Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime's transformation you're going to find is very similar to that of this little guy right here. We're going to start with the front of the truck here. You're going to want to grab these smokestacks and pull up on them, and then that's going to bring the whole front of the truck up and over it. Now, check this out. There are these two little tabs right in there that are going to hook onto these tabs on the side of his body there. So when you transform him into truck mode, that comes down and kind of locks it in place. If you try to just pull down on the hood, it's going to just pop the whole thing off. And then you're going to say, oh, what a piece of crap, he just falls apart. No, what you got to do is you got to grab the smokestack here, the whole roof of the truck, just pull this up, and then he's immediately just going to flip over and forward just like that. So go ahead and take the arms and unpeg them from the legs. There and there, those pegs are kind of tight, so that's nice. So you can see there's a little peg right there on the arm, and there's a little port right there on his shins. So bring these out, and then you're going to, or bring this up rather, and unpeg them from the legs. These guys are going to rotate out just like so, and then this whole black piece that these arms are mounted on is going to rotate up and into the chest, just like that. And as you can hear, it clips into place. And then just unpeg his legs and bring his arms down. And there is Optimus in his robot mode. Here in robot mode, Optimus is approximately 4 inches tall. He's a very, very nice size. And we'll bring him in close so you can see the head. Let's get focusing on the head. Nice sculpt on the head. He looks just like the Prime that we have in the show. So very nice head. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the face mask. So, you know, it's kind of a thing for me. But I do have to give it to them. They did make the face look like the one on the show, so that's cool. Detail in robot mode is a little better than it was in truck mode. You know, you've got your red and your blues, and then you've got some little black down here. Now, he could have used a little more paint here on the shoulders. I would have liked to have seen these in red instead of black, and maybe some window detail there. But not terrible. It does look okay for Optimus. You go around. Legs are hollow. He's got a little bit of a backpack, but not terrible, I don't think. It's a pretty cool little Optimus Prime figure. I dig it. I like this figure a lot. In robot mode, I really do like him a lot. So for articulation, his head can rotate a little bit. He is a little bit hindered by the molding in there, but you can turn side to side. You've got a mushroom peg at the shoulder right here that is going to allow you rotation. You've got a pin joint in the shoulder up here that's going to allow you in and out. So it's going to give you a good range of movement. You got a ball joint at the elbow with a 90 bend, so this elbow can go all over the place. Nothing at the waist. Unfortunately, you got ball jointed hips right there, so in and out, forward, backwards, all over the place there. You have a ball joint at the knee as well. Let me see if I can get that in there. Knees at the ball joint, so you can rotate the knees and you can bend them at a 90. So very nice set of articulation for this size class figure. Not bad at all. So there he is. And I really do dig it. I think he looks nice. He's a good-looking Optimus Prime figure. He looks like the one on the show. I like it. For comparison, real quick, here he is with the Legion class, and you can see he's about twice as tall as he was. So he's somewhere in between. He's not quite as big as the Warrior class. Here's a Warrior class. We'll put him in the middle right there. So as you can see, not quite as big as the Warrior class, but at least twice as big as the Legion class, which is nice. It's a good size class that we got here. This really does look to me like the old Scout class that we had back when we were having the movie toys. We had those old Scout class toys. This is kind of like in that size. So I like it. I'm digging it. So we'll get these guys out of the way, and we're gonna do the whole armor thing. Let's look at the. I guess we're looking at them side by side with Bludgeon, so you can see the size difference there with Bludgeon, and you can see that Optimus can very easily kick his face off, just like that. So not much of a fairness here in this versus pack. Optimus just totally kicked this guy's face off, which is awesome. Alrighty, like I said, this thing is fun. I just like having fun with these things. You know, there's so much negativity on the internet nowadays. Everybody just wants to crap on everything. I just like to be able to play with stuff and just have fun with it. And that's what this does. So mission accomplished, Hasbro. All right, so what we're going to do here, you can hold this in whatever this thing is mode. That's the official name in the package, is whatever this thing is mode. That's not true. But there you go. You can hold it. It's going to be quite big and possibly front heavy. I haven't tried this yet. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. So, yeah, you can hold it, but you're going to have to get creative on how to stand them. Let's see, maybe. All right, let's jokes aside. Let's see if we can get him to stand. Give him a dynamic pose holding this thing. There you go. See? You can make it happen. Now, is that going to... It's not going to fall over on the shelf, so there you go. That works. Hey, let's get a quick shot of that real quick. Check that out. That actually looks pretty cool. And it's probably the only time that's ever going to... I'm ever going to have them like that. So, there we go. Let's take that off real quick. And then we'll do this little armor deal. This armor deal is kind of cool. I'm really digging it. Let's get Optimus to stand here. And we'll just take this whole thing apart real quick. And I'm really digging the armor mode on this thing. So we'll set aside the axe there. And then what you're going to want to do is these longer pieces, these are going to be like the leg pieces here. And these just clip right on. And there's you see the little peg right there on the inside that's going to go into that peg where the arms were pegged into in the truck mode. So just peg that guy in there. Same thing over here. And I kind of like what this is doing. All right, so then you see the little ports right there for these guys. So this guy's going to peg in right there. And this guy's going to peg in right here if I can flip it the right way. There we go. And then the chest piece... We'll get this guy out, and then we're going to want to get the head up and out of the way. These two little pegs here are going to go into those ports right there on his shoulder. So just kind of have his head all the way forward when you do that. Peg this guy right in there. And then just flip his, this kind of like a battle mask. Just flip this up and over. And there is Optimus. And you can give him his axe, but we'll do that in a second. There's Optimus with his armor on. And I really kind of dig this. I don't care for the color. Right off the bat, I'll tell you that. I don't care for this color. I do like the way this looks. I just would have preferred it if these were blue, maybe red, and then just paint the fins or the blades here. Paint them like a silver or a black, something like that. And then the chest here, I really would have liked to see this chest in silver or in a silver. And I'll tell you why. This reminds me so much of the Power Master Optimus Prime with his God Bomber armor on. Especially the chest. The chest really reminds me of that. Then he had the fins on his arms. So, and then the battle mask really doesn't remind me of anything. Let me bring him in close, show you off the battle mask. Not really reminding me of anything in particular, but it is a very cool design. So, yeah, if it was up to me, I'd paint this blue. I'd paint this chest piece here silver, and then give him blue legs and arm pieces here with maybe black or silver fins right there. I think that would look awesome. So I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and do that myself or not. Like I said, I like the design of this. I'm just not digging the whole translucent orange that he's got. So, and then he's got his axe. We'll go ahead and give him that axe one more time so you guys can see what he looks like with all his armor on and holding the axe. There you go. So pretty cool. I'm digging it. Yeah, it's at $15. Not a bad little set. I don't know if I discussed that or not at the beginning of this. I kind of went off off script a little bit at the beginning. So yeah, this was released in December of 2015. These guys are brand new and they're hitting stores right now. Like I said, I found this guy on my way home, completely unexpected, and they're retailing for about $15. So not a bad little set. You get two figures. You get a nice Scout class size figure. You get a Minicon. You get some armor that you can do stuff with, and it's a fun little set. It's not the most perfect set. Like I showed you, I have some issues maybe with the truck mode, but I like this. I like this, and I like this dumb little guy right here. This dumb thing. It's just I don't know. I've been having a lot more fun, I think, than I should be with this dumb little ball. I just like kicking him. It's just so much fun to just turn around and just soccer kick him. So I don't know. I'm having fun with it. So yeah, for me, this was worth it. I like it a lot. So I think with that, we pretty much covered the Transformers Robots in Disguise Battle Pack. Decepticon Hunter Optimus Prime versus Minicon Decepticon Bludgeon. What did you think of this set, and what would you like to see me review next? Let me know by leaving me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe and share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.